Let's get this thing going here. Jump in there. Go grab some 5 stars. Get the show on the road. Doing something a little bit different here today. Let's go going on the 6-star featured Jubilee Basic Arena Grad. How's it going, everybody? robvonshoe here. Hope you guys are doing most excellent here today. Like I said at the time, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here today. I'm currently on vacation for the next couple weeks, but because I just enjoy hanging out with you guys so much, I figured, what the heck, let's record a little bit of live gameplay. So, still got something to fill that void and that space and time. Hope you guys are doing most excellent. This, I anticipate, is going to be going live Friday night, so it would be day 2 of the arena. I have no idea how this is going to wind up going, just because right now there is a rampant parry bug in game that affects timing across the board, and since arena kind of lives and dies by like parry interactions, it's entirely plausible that I'm going to wind up losing my streak here at some point, going for that basic Jubilee. Jubilee would be a brand new champion for me. I do very much enjoy her playstyle. I like what she can do on paper, even though maybe in effect it isn't the most convenient playstyle. However, as a 6-star, it's where it's at. I would appreciate having a new copy of her for arena fodder, and as a 6-star, I would actually get to play her a good bit more often because of that. And her just animations are just so sparkly and flashy. I love it. Hope you guys are doing most excellent. Like I was saying, that the week has found you guys well. We got a bunch of news that has wound up coming out the last couple of days. So we had the early access bundle for Hercules just come out. If you wound up going for him, I hope you guys had a very lucky streak, lucky pull. Dude looks like he's going to be absolutely broken. And it's so nice that I can finally talk about this guy. We've only had him for a few days, for as long as the update's been out, but he's just so much stinking fun to play. Courtesy of the CCP beta is where I got the chance to play him. Got a video coming out going along the lines of, is Hercules good? Just going over like basic rotations, if he's good, if he's worth an awakening gem, how do you play him, useful synergies, stuff like that. It should be out by the time this video streams and goes live. It should. But if not, then it's right around the corner too. I'm still moving some stuff around in terms of like when stuff's gonna error and debut and whatnot, but you definitely are going to want to check that out. It's a really quick watch. It's only a few minutes long. I do like to keep things moving about at a brisk pace. Just because, ain't nobody got time to sit down and watch or listen to a 10-minute read-along where somebody just, like, literally reads the stats verbatim, top to bottom. Nobody's got time for that. Lucky me, it does seem like it's a yard cleaning day out there, so that's fun. I apologize for any of that mechanical nonsense going on. But, I mean, freaking Hercules, right? So, I mean, the too long didn't read of the video is like, is he good? It's not so much a question, is he good? It's how good is he? Because, yes. Yes, he is good. He is very, very good. He's fun to play. He's very, very forgiving, and once he's awakened, even at Sig 1, he is very, very difficult to kill. And then once you throw like one synergy or possibly 2 synergies on top of that, the dude is virtually immortal. Like, it's just so fantastic. And the damage he deals is just brilliant between, like Dave was saying in the early videos, right? He's got big white numbers. He's got big red numbers. And then, of course, the big yellow numbers, which, everybody loves the big yellow numbers. Which is very exciting. Which is very, very exciting. And I think there's a little something for everybody. He certainly does reward skilled gameplay between intercepting, special intercepting, heavy intercepting, and the like. Certainly rewards that. But his reach is such that, it isn't like pixel perfect. It's not frame perfect. It gives you a good bit of breathing space. And then, tied in with his immortality, near immortality. It gives you a lot of leeway, too, just in case you mess up once or twice or thrice, which is also a big plus. I really, really like the dude. I'm hoping to get a copy myself somewhere along the way. And then hope for the best, Because if I do get him as a 5-star, if I do get him as a 6-star, he's going to be going up. Preferably a 6. I would easily rank 3 him. I know that there are some people out there, other people in the CCP program, other content creators, right, who have already said, and probably by this point have gone on record as saying, that Hercules is going to be their first rank 4 champion. And I can certainly see that. His prestige is super toasty. His playstyle is a lot of fun. And he's useful, and he's useful. Which all are very useful, helpful things. Just waiting for the game to figure its life out a little bit there. It's nice that even though, well, even though this isn't technically live, it's still so reassuring to know that, brilliant, that the game is still completely susceptible to the same sort of quirks as it is live. Cheers, everybody. Including, but not limited to, lag, disconnects, all that fun stuff. There we go. That was a pesky Spider-Man. It's also interesting that we're at the point now where people have 6-star duped versions of Spidey at such a high sig level that he's just dexing all the time. I had started to get into the habit and the routine of, expecting super dex Spidey from a 5-star, but then, a 6-star was kind of like a piece of cake, because like if somebody had them, odds are they'd probably be like sig 20, sig 40. So where they dex, but they aren't dexing all the time. But not so much anymore. It seems like we've turned a page. So we got the White Widow arena on right now as the off-week rerun arena, which is a little bit surprising. I was really expecting it to be the reworks first. They never wound up posting in a convenient, timely fashion on the forums who the arena was going to wind up being. So that's why I anticipated that it was going to be the reworks. Go for Bishop, go for Diablo, go for Ronin. But White Widow is okay, I guess. It's nice. I mean, if you don't have a White Widow, she is a bomb champion. Deals a boatload of shock damage. And her Awaken ability is pretty nice, too. It just adds to the sabotage damage that she can deal, which is pretty nice. Me, personally, though, it's not worth a full-on feature grind for the Awakening. I know that there are a lot of people who would say that she is rank 3 worthy, and I probably would agree with that. But, I mean, aside from me being on vacation, but it's not the highest on my priority list right now. Plus, I don't have any extra rank up gems for her. But if you got her, and if you're on the fence about whether to rank up White Widow or, most other skill champions, I would say that most likely, more often than not, White Widow is a very good option. Just don't go against Doom. That will not go well for you. That will not go well for you. But, I mean, outside of that, you'd be sitting pretty happy. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Basic arena here is, a whole different beastie than the featured arena, just because they wound up nerfing The points you can get from 6 stars. So 6 stars get the same points now as 5 stars, which I don't still entirely understand why that is. The idea originally was that it was going to wind up boosting up and coming players, players with evolving, growing rosters who are looking to get some of their first 6 stars. It give them a better shot of getting those, and I certainly can appreciate that. I mean, heck, that's where I wound up getting most of my fives originally with the 5 star arena, and that's kind of where I'm expanding my collection right now with the sixes. But it still throws those players in with players like me, who have a developed 6 star roster too, which effectively gives us double the amount of champions that we can throw in per rotation, right? Which puts them at a disadvantage because then they either need to throw a bunch of refreshes at it to be able to get to the same amount of points as we do, and thereby costing them a lot of extra units, or forces them to be on a much tighter timeline schedule. Like they got to be on top of their refreshes. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out. Obviously it's a lower cutoff because 6 stars don't get the same amount of points, but it certainly feels like it's the same amount of work with not a lot of upside. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Anytime any Kabam official comments on it on the forums or on Twitter or whatever, still a lot of we'll collect the data and see how it goes, and that's fantastic. That's the way to do it. Collect the data and reassess and analyze from there. But at the same time too, it's like, yeah, but kind of could have told you that too. Doink, yoink. Well, that's not very nice, Doom. Definitely got to be mindful of that parry. Especially with Dooms, since they're just Dooms plaguing arena squads all over the place. Dex. So what do you guys think about the shortened Alliance War season? By this point, the season's already done. The rewards are already out. It's all done in the books. Still gotta be super careful with Doom here, because I'm like one backhand away. There we go. From having a bad time. One backhand away is all it takes sometimes. Not so much that the season's done. Me personally, I'm glad that the season's done. I'm a little bummed out because I was actually for once having fun with an Alliance War season, which is a new feeling for me. I'm usually not a big fan of Alliance War, but I was having fun this time around. And now that it's done, it's like, oh, I mean, I'll take the loot, certainly, cool, thanks, but But that all being said and done, hopefully they come back and fix the attack tactics too, since that was busted from the start. But the thing is, with the Masters brackets, especially like Masters 1, Masters 2, because Masters 1 and 2 wound up getting a huge chunk of rank 4 materials between the tier 3 shards and the tier 6 basic shards, getting a huge chunk, like something along the lines of like what you'd get from like Karina's challenge, say, or even the July 4th stuff. The idea there was that by the time Alliance War season ended, normally we'd be a lot closer to when Summer of Pain ends and get the big drop out of that. and start seeing like possibly some of the first rank 4s coming out of that. At this point in time, I don't think people have enough yet for a full rank 4, but I think at this point as well, people are maybe like half of a catalyst short. So by the time Summer Pain comes out, I think people definitely will have enough, and we'll start seeing the first rank 4s. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Again, especially for the whales, and this isn't even me complaining that they can get it. I mean, if you throw money at the game, and certainly the kind of money that they throw at the game, you should be rewarded for that, right? You should get what you pay for. But coming at it from my point of view, and I reckon a lot of other people's point of view out there, it's going to be an adjustment. It's definitely going to be an adjustment, especially speaking for myself for arenas, because by the time you start seeing active rank 4s in arena, that means that that's going to completely turn the death squad, the doom squads on its head, and the formula for that. Right now, you can play with 5-star rank 2s and avoid that, or 4-star, max out 4 stars and avoid it. With the extra rank 4s adding the game, I am nervous to see how that's going to play out in terms of minimum PI needed to avoid said doom squads. Like, I'm not ready for 4 stars to be completely irrelevant in arena. I don't think they should be. I don't think that's a good idea. And then certainly for some of the baby ranks for 5 stars, the 5-star rank 1s and 2s, rank 3s should still be okay. Should still be okay, I would hope. It's just the other ones where it's like, it's not looking super hot. Because that's going to be a big turning point, I think, and another big milestone in the game is when 4 stars are finally irrelevant. And I don't say finally like it's a good thing. I mean finally, like they were the huge meta for the game for ages, and have, you know, slowly started to fall off, but they still have a place in the game. But that, I think, would be the final nail in the coffin, so to speak. That's going to be unfortunate. But at the same time, too, from a completely different point of view, it's as somebody who's going to get a rank 4 later on, I don't know, by Christmas or early next year or something. It just depends, like, what else they throw between 7.3, 7.4, stuff like that. Like, it's exciting to try and, like, guess and plan and speculate who my first rank 4 is going to be. Is it going to be a prestige champion, like, you know, Doom? Probably Doom. Doom's my highest prestige 6-star currently. Or is it going to be somebody like, I don't know, Elsa, who still is my favorite champion in the game to play, but prestige-wise, it's not a fair comparison. She isn't competitive anymore. Which is kind of sad. But that's the way it goes. Let's do this. And do this. I want you guys down in the comment section, let me know who you would want to rank up. Oh, I messed up. Who you would want to rank up as a 6-star to rank 4. It doesn't matter if, you know, that's something that is going to be a near-term thing or a longer-term thing for you. It'd be fun. Like, would you go for somebody for prestige? Would you go for somebody for fun? And who would that fun champ be? Because it always feels like in this game there's like two competing sides, two competing factors, right? There's the side where it's like you gotta do prestige, because if you don't have prestige, you don't get placed as high in competitive events. If you don't get placed as high in competitive events, you don't get as good of loot as you would otherwise. And you need the loot to be able to rank up more people. So it's like a never-ending cycle. But at the same time, it's unfortunate, and it kind of sucks, because you got to it takes so long to get those rank up resources, and then you spend them on somebody who you don't enjoy playing, who isn't fun to play, isn't useful to play, and then you got to start all over again. The idea being the second one goes a little bit faster, but honestly, usually at least for the 6-star rank 3, it felt like I by the time I had like my third or fourth 6-star rank 3, that's when I was like starting to feel like it was picking up pace just a little bit. Whether or not that was actually the case, or whether that's just my mind playing tricks on me, I don't know. But that at that point in this game, that's working well into 2022 already. Not that that's like a long time away. I mean, it is currently. It's a long time away, but like in a game that's will be 7 years old at that point, it's I suppose right around the corner. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm almost coming up on the infinite streak formula. The widely accepted infinite streak formula, at least. Fight 10 is, yeah, exactly when we start seeing some of the Kang Thanos teams. I will be very happy and very lucky to uh, to not see a whole lot of Dooms or Kingpins. However, I don't really want to jinx myself either. Boink. Dex that. Dex that. You know which champion I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of gameplay of recently is Magic. Because with Purgatory coming out, she has a synergy that winds up boosting dimensional beings, making dimensional beings bleed immune and giving them a 20% ability accuracy, which is nice for champions like Ghost Rider or Dormammu or Buddy. But I mean, those guys are like bleed immune already, and the ability accuracy is nice, but it's not critical. The one champion that really benefits from that is Magic. It boosts the probability of her limbo proccing. Also gives her a whole new immunity as well, which adds to her survivability. And that would actually be a fun wombo combo too, because if you pair uh, Purgatory and Magic up with, I forget if it's Warlock and Vision or Gilly 99 and Vision. I think it might be Warlock, where it's like if your champion winds up running into like a debuff they're immune to, they wind up getting a nice Fury buff. So then to have like a Fury buffed up Magic with higher ability accuracy, the immunity, and then just throw on a power boost just for kicks, that'd be pretty nice. That'd be pretty nice. Throw that squad up there. I think honestly what it is at the end of the day is that people are like content creators are just running out of time in the day for videos. I don't think it's because there's no market for it. I mean, Magic's been like a community staple for years. So for her to have a whole new breath of life with a new synergy and way to play, I think normally would be pretty good. It's not a complaint on my part. I just feel like, with 3 reworked champs a month and 2 new champions, and then, new events and side quests and challenges and whatnot, it's it makes for a lot of content. Maybe I should be that person. Hey guys, remember that synergy with Purgatory that came out like 2 months ago? Well, check this out. I'll just put that on the to-do list. All right, Yellow Jacket, come on, my dude. Thank you. Blurger, 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 blurg. So I've been loving my I-Bomb as a 5-star, right? I wound up grinding into 6-star in the basic arena, which is the last basic arena I wound up grinding before Jubilee here. And you know, the dude is just so much fun. I was really happy to get the 6-star just because he's that good. But I've been using my 5-star a lot more because he's been awakened. When I'm taking the 5-star up to rank 5 before I got the 6-star, I don't regret that in the least bit. But as tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha and right, and tier 5 class become slightly more common, slightly more plentiful, that 6-star I-Bomb is definitely looking a lot more enticing to take up to those to rank 2 or to probably to rank 3, to be honest. I keep harping on prestige, and I usually hate talking about prestige because prestige is such a boring way to play the game. It takes all the fun out of it. But I mean, prestige aside, he actually benefits a lot from his Sig ability. So that's why I would want to throw Sig Stones on I-Bomb. It's more for the increased poison and acid cloud duration than for the prestige, but it'd be pretty good. We'll see. Time will tell. Do that. Buzz, 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 buzz. And there we go. Just because she can't get KO'd by basic special attack damage. A little annoying, but that's how it goes. Blurg. That's the thing I dislike about Dragon Man, is like I throw that heavy attack, I knock him down, and then the way the AI is programmed, it's like insta special attack. Like no reaction or anything, right? Don't react to how I'm doing. It's like, nope. If heavy attack, then special. No ifs, ands, or buts. Blurg. And I say that, and she goes immediately into blocking stance. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Real quick, off the top of my head, throw out a couple of shameless plugs as we keep going here. I want to appreciate you guys for tuning in and hanging out. It's like I said, it's a little bit different of a live stream tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And appreciate you guys hanging out on the regular live streams too. It's always a pleasure, and it's always a treat getting to chat and hang out with you guys as, you know, we punch dudes in the face and get points for it. It's become part of my clothes, right? But it's entirely true that getting to hang out and chat with you guys is always the highlight of doing live streams. So I just want to say thank you. And if you guys would kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff helps the channel grow. I do very much appreciate that. One like is one spot higher, theoretically, in arenas that you'll place for whatever place it is you're grinding for. So, I mean, there you go. It's proven. It's science. 100% guaranteed. For sure. Maybe. And then also, shameless plug, if you have not joined the Discord, I've got a official Discord of the robvonshoe channel. It is linked down below in the description. If you have questions, comments, concerns about champions to rank up, who to awaken, or who to take on a specific path, that's a great place to ask. Yeah, great community. Great community going over there. Or if you got fan art, or memes, got a section for that as well. A little something for everybody. Again, I got a link down in the description below. And stay tuned, too, because I pre-recorded and I got a bunch of stuff still popping up um, around the usual time in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. Check that out for some openings, some gameplay stuff, a little of this, a little of that. And then we'll be hitting the ground running back at it again like normal once I get back here in a little bit. Just wait for that powers thing to fall off. There we go. Now I can headbutt you. Bye-bye, dude. Red Guardian's a monster. And heavy. And heavy. Dexy, Dexy, Dex, Dex. And heavy. I don't know why I'm heavying. There's really not a lot of reason for it. I mean, aside from all the incinerates and furies and stuff I was proccing on myself. Aside from that, no reason, right? None. None whatsoever. So that is win streak 13, which means you're getting close. Win streak 15 is usually about when you can start breathing a little bit easier about the infinite streak. And we got lag. I love it. Love that lag. So let's do this, let's do that, do that. Awesome. Getting smacked in the face. That's always fun. That's a great start, right? Do that, throw this, and this, and this. Try and bait out that special too. There we go. And now we can go to town. Go Super Saiyan. And Super Saiyan again. Freaking Namor. Dude's still such a good champion. All this time later, he's still such a good champion. Does need a really high sig, though. So it's a really tough choice because for some people, looking for a mutant prestige rank up, it's always like it comes down to Sunspot or Namor, right? Namor's got the better prestige as a 5-star rank 4 and 5, but Sunspot has the better prestige as a 6-star rank 3. That's probably going to change once rank 4s and rank 5s wind up coming out. But for right now, I think most people wind up running Sunspot. That at least was what I decided. That having been said, whenever the time comes to wind up ranking up Namor as well, and hopefully pulling him a few more times from crystals in the next, I don't know, year or so, would be really cool to see him at a higher sig to get more damage reflection. In good time. Alright, so let's do this. Fight number 15 for the streak. Let us not fight Kingpin. I mean, I'm okay with all this. Yeah, let's do it this way. And then clear for X pool for when he gets that huge annoying power gain. Can't tell you how many times that power gain has wound up sneaking up and biting me in the butt. Like, I'm absolutely destroying the guy. And then he gets the power gain, because of course he does. And he gets an insta special 3, and then I get that huge bleed dot on me, and it's just bad times. I mean, if Jugs wants to just like dance around over there, I'm okay with that. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. Good work. Do a little of this, do a little of this. Boink. Alright, so I got the power drain phase active. And there's this. Get some of that power drain. Perfect. Like a charm. I love it. I love it. And Jabari, who's like my newest 5-star rank up. Feels weird ranking up 5 stars. Like good weird, but like coming back home. Progression though is whack. It's like, do you wind up ranking up a 5-star to rank 5 or a 6-star to rank 2? And the thing is that there's never a clear-cut answer, you know? It's like, well, it really is dependent on if the champion's awakened and who specifically that champion is. Like Jabari, I wanted to take up as a 5-star. I'd love to get her as a 6, don't get me wrong. And if I get her as a 6, I probably would wind up playing the 6 more, but just on paper, the 5-star is better with high sig because it prolongs her hunt phase, which prolongs her damage, and then the dex prevention and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. Comes in handy. Alrighty, so there we go. That is 15 wins in the bag. Let's start working on some of these 6s now, shall we? I will say also, thinking about it right now, right this split second as it pops in my head, it's nice. The one nice thing about the way the basic arena is set up right now, even though the 6-stars don't get as many points as they would otherwise, is that it gives you a chance to wind up using your 5-star boosts. The 6-star arena time frame is usually such that, I mean, unless you completely dedicate 3 hours or 3 days straight, 3 hours, I wish, 3 days straight to the grind to refresh everybody, to run everybody as they come off of natural refreshing. You're going to wind up needing to refresh your 6-stars just to capitalize on the amount of points needed to get the big old crazy numbers for the score. Boink. Which means that by opening some of those crystals, the solo objective crystals and whatnot, I do at least wind up running out of the 6-star boosts and just having a litany of 5-stars that I use. I just, because each boost is 15 minutes and there's like, I don't know, dozens and dozens of them that I wound up pulling. Sometimes I'm not able to use them all before they expire, and that hurts. That really, really hurts. Enter the Matrix. Alliance War is just starting out. See how it goes. Do that, and do that. It's going to start at the top and go from there. What am I expecting the cutoff to be? I don't know, to be honest. Some of the cutoffs for some of the other champions have been pretty low, like 30 mil, 40 mil tops. JUBILEE is, I mean, she's a rerun champion, that's right, and she hasn't had the warmest of receptions, but she still is, like, still feels like a featured champion, if that makes sense. Like, we got White Widow as the main featured champion this week, and JUBILEE is basic. But because JUBILEE is newer than White Widow, it feels like, I don't know, like JUBILEE should still be the focus, or like she's got the most, like, the shiniest coat of paint, so to speak. It's up to you. I mean, again, because her reception has been lukewarm, but Dexy Blasty. Do a little bit of all these things. Punch, and Dex. Got the ignition. Just need to get a parry, and this dude's done. There we go. Yep. Bam. Dunzo. Cool. So, I mean, I guess I'm going like 40 mil. Getting back to that pin in the wall that I just put out there, and then just kind of like wound a tangent, getting a tangent away from. That's the word I'm looking for. I have all the best words. But then, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If anything, I might wind up posting something on Twitter just because I'm not going to be editing any new videos in the next couple of weeks. I have the best words. Try that again. Post the results on Twitter, whether I get her or not. Am I ever the optimist? Bracket. It's going to be weird. Again, good weird. I think that's the tagline of the stream here. It feels weird. Like good weird, but weird. Just being away. It's the first vacation I've had in like over 2 years. And certainly the longest vacation I've had in even a longer time. It's like I haven't been alone in my thoughts that long. Who am I kidding? It's going to be awesome. I actually get to sleep and get to visit and get to have fun and go places. Win. And especially after the year that I've had, the year that we've all had, it'll be good. It'll be good to use 28, 21, and then keep that rolling in at 22. Good Lord, man. It's already the early 2020s. I'm getting old. Back in my day, in the early 2000s, we played Tetris on our phones instead of these newfangled Marvel games. Good Lord. That's how I know. That's how I know I'm getting up there. But again, in like the best possible way. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy how things are going, and keep on rolling with it. I also know that I'm getting old because companies are starting to like target nostalgia things to my generation. I'm big on action figures, and they're doing like a lot of like 20-year anniversaries and 30-year anniversaries for stuff that I was like, hey, this was still newish when I was a kid. I remember seeing that packaging style in the stores. Or like those stupid, like, now that's what I call music 876 that you see either advertised on TV or you see pop up in the stores on an end cap display. Now that's what I call 2000s in this like god awful kitschy clip art sort of style fonting. That's what I call 2000s. Like, not only was that not even remotely close to what the art styling at the time looked like, but why are you still using clip art? That even predates me. That's how long that's been around for, and they're still using clip art looking stuff. Alright, so what I want to do here is build up some charges. Because I don't think Daredevil will be able to evade, yeah, my specials, which is excellent. This dude, I'm assuming, is SIG 200, so he can't evade every projectile, but because I've got enough Professor X charges on me, that worked out pretty well. I will take that. Alright, so then let's do Ham, Tigra, and Falcon. Why not? 3 animals. And a crash, because of course. Of course. We can't have nice things. No. No, we can't have nice things. Make it through an entire stream without the game crashing? No. God forbid. Can't have that. You got 3 submenus for logins now. It's a bit much. Let's see if anybody's had any luck. 5-star Overseer. That's oh, dude, whoever got this guy, you got the 5 and the 6-star version. Hot dang, man. Whoever that is just won the friggin' lotto. whoever this poor person is just lost the lotto. Congrats whoever got the 6-star. That's awesome. I'm not jealous at all. Keep rolling with this and this. And this. Bup, bup, bup. Do that. Fix that. I mean, I'm not playing Tiger correctly, but, I mean, got the job done, right? Got the job done. Do that. Do that. Boink. Come on, dude. Yeah. Just stand there and look at the explosions. Spider-Ham is like the anti, like, walking away, don't look at explosions, cool. He's like, no. I, for one, embrace destruction. Spider-Ham, God of War. There we go. 20 wins in the bag. I'll take it. And we're off to the races. Alright guys, here's what we're going to do. As is tradition on the channel, I'm going to be opening up Crystal, just for good measure. So let's open up a Grandmaster here. If you guys want to guess who the champion's going to be that comes out of the Grandmaster, leave that down in the comment section. I'm going to guess it's going to be Red Guardian this time, just for kicks. And this has been a Friday night live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys indulging me on a different format here while I'm on vacation. I'm looking forward to joining back up with you guys live here shortly. If you would kindly, again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Helps build the YouTube channel and the analytics. Do appreciate that. 1 like is 1 extra rank in Arena, allegedly. And let's see who this goes. I'll catch you guys in the next video, debuting shortly. Wasp. Wasp is the Grandmaster of the day. Alright guys, that's going to do me for today. I'm robvonshoe. Be well. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. Be well, everybody. Bye for now.